Welcome to everybody here on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. The cryptolifer about to bounce on in 2 minutes. Let's do this. It's me. I'm the cryptolifer. Allow myself to introduce myself. Hey everybody, the cryptolifer's coming on. Everybody in Cohog can't wait. Loish, hurry up and grab me a beer. I can't wait to watch the cryptolifer. Me and Peter, me and my dog Brian are gonna watch it, and my son Chris. I love it. And my buddy will rap for you while I wait. It's not me though, it's my buddy. Flipping, skipping, flipping, dipping, ripping, we be gripping, getting on top of the mission. We flipping in this kitchen, nothing stopping us. We in position, always slipping. Got it on the gripping. If you want to grip in. Everybody, my name's Maki Mak, and I want you to know that Sam trades better than anyone I've ever seen. He's just the best, all right? He takes care of it. He gets it done. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Sam is the best, all right? So if you're going to do anything with crypto, you know, I'm Maki Wahlberg, and I just got to tell you, Sam Price, you know, there's nobody better, all right? Hit up my guy Sammy. All right, Maki Mak told you, all right? My God, I took a sip and now I can talk. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live and kicking it with me. Let's jump on into this live stream and break it down. Let's have some fun. How we doing out there? How's everybody feeling on the live? How we doing tonight? Want to try something here. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. How are y'all doing? How's the sync, dude? I want to just check the sync. Last night, eggs, tonight, this. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. You're supposed to put the lemon in first, then the water. Else the vitamins and the nutrients don't work. I disagree with that. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Thanks tonight. Super happy. Finally on the stream. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. What's up? I feel blessed today. Sync is great. Spot on? Is it spot on though? Make sure it's spot on. It's got to be spot on. Chris, what do you think of that sync? I'm traveling. I just want to make sure it's spot on one more time. How's the bathroom sync? Feel good. It's nice. Thank you. What up, what up? Lifers worldwide for the weekly candle close. There you go. Spot on. Perfect. All right. All right, let's go. Because I had an offset at the beginning of this. I had an offset last time I was on, but then I took it off. I'm like going back and forth, and I can't tell what is the difference. One more time, let me just double check. It looked off to me at the beginning. Looks off to me right now a little bit. I don't know. I can't tell. Now that looks pretty spot on. It's starting to click, Sammy. Music is slapping. Shout out to everybody here. Perfect Sync. I'm a computer and IT expert. If you ever have a computer problem, hit me up. I'll help you out for free, bro. You've done so much for me, but you have no idea. Richard Berry. That would be awesome, man. Thank you. Could you just email me your contact at cryptolifers@gmail so I have it? Because I will hit you up. We're growing fast, and we always need somebody to hook us up. You never know. Sync is 100. Shout out to David Kendall. Sound is 100. Sync is 100, baby. Gonna have 7 days a week building in crypto when I ain't trading it. Sam, you're the man. Shout out to Blue Punk Rocker, new one in the space. I love that. Wayne Mustafa, shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to everybody here in the space. We have a beginner's course, everybody, every single Tuesday from 3 to 5. It's an awesome class. I suggest you check it out. It'll blow your mind. Learn the language of the charts every Tuesday from 3 to 5. We also have the first Saturday of every month from 9 to 12, but this will be every Tuesday from 3 to 5 New York City time. We'll be teaching it this Tuesday. This Tuesday is insane because I do a live stream in the morning. I do BitBoy's Day Show, all right? We then have a tutoring session from, I think, we actually have to change it to 2 o'clock, 2 to 4:30, and then I go around the blockchain at 5 p.m. So I'm going to have 3 live streams that day and teach class. It's going to be absolute insanity. Bang, bang, bang. So let's talk about what happened today, though. I want to go over the chats. I put out MAP, all right? I talked about MAP in this cup and handle. And, I drew this Fibonacci from this low to this high. Here, I used wick to wick. Always use wick to wick. Don't play yourself. That gave me a Fibonacci retracement of the 618 here, which we came to golden pocket bounce off the bottom of the channel. What a beautiful confluence, coincidence. I mean, nothing is coincidence, but that's amazing, right? You bounce off the lower trend line. Look, what? You have a low, you bounce away. You bounce, you create support, right? Which was previous resistance. You have an SR flip right there off the bat. You come back and double check the SR flip for confirmation, right? And once you do that, right? Once you do that, you also go to the golden pocket. Bang. Then comes up, makes a flag. I see it here in the flag, bouncing off support, resistance, resistance, support here. And this looks like it's going to boom to me. I put it out there to the crew. We talked about it on the 4-hour low time frame. And look at this thing banging to the upside. MAP for massive gains, 61%. If you're in the trading group, this would have been privy to you. And what I like to do, if you're smart, if you're in my trading group, the smartest thing to do is, it's okay to miss trades, all right? But what you want to do is you want to write in the name of the trade, right? So you want to go MAP, and you want to search, right, when this came out, and you want to look at what I was talking about here, and you want to find the actual post. You want to go back to the day of the post. So I posted this look on 8:05 at 7:51 in the morning. I was up early, grinding. You see what I'm saying? The early grind, the early worm gets the bird. That is so true in trading. I'm telling you right now, you wake up at 5 a.m., I'm telling you, you'll start seeing more gains than if you're on the East Coast, even in crypto, because you're up before New York comes in. You'll see the setups, then people will wake up and pump your setups. You'll get out by 7, 8 o'clock. You'll be in at 5, 6 in the morning. You'll be out at, I'm telling you, I'm not a financial advisor, do whatever makes you happy. But every time I wake up early, I'm telling you right now, it's a lot easier to make gains. I also feel better about myself. I'm more prepared. I do my Bitcoin update by 6, 7 in the morning. I'm ready to bang on them. It's just a nice feeling to wake up early in the morning and nail the market. So the earlier you get up, the better. I'm telling you right now, it'll change your life. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 361 people, 189 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it here on Bitcoin. And we're going to go over something super important tonight too. Once we go over these gains, which are important. I like the gains, baby. I like the gains. But we have something huge to talk about. And this stream is big tonight. It is. It dictates the rest of the next 3 to 4 months. What happens tonight? What we look at tonight. So if you don't realize the importance of this stream, I'm telling you right now, it's a big boy stream. It's a big deal because we're going to cross a certain level or not, and we're going to check it out in the weekly. I'm like shaking in my bones. Not really, but I am. I'm more excited actually because whether we go up or down is better prices for me. Up means more, more boom for the Bitcoin and the crypto industry. We win in no matter what. It doesn't matter. As long as you believe there's opportunity in this life, you will set yourself up for limitless opportunity. I believe there is limitless abundance. I believe my life is set up for limitless abundance. I believe your life is too. There's no reason to doubt yourself. You can, you will, you are the best. If there's anyone near you who doesn't believe in you. Get away from them. If you must live with them, if they're a loved one, someone you need to know, just do as much little as you can and move your way. So just be careful, right? And the weekly candle close just happened. We're going to go over that in a second. But look, you would find MAP here. You would find the setup. Let's take a look at what we talked about. Exchange, because anyone can throw gains in your face. Oh, gains. Let's learn, right? So you're not in my group, or you are. You missed a trade or you didn't. And you just want to see, well, look, just broke out of the wedge we talked about. The 4-hour had momentum. It was creating a flag on the 15-minute and the 1 hour, and the MACD was turning bullish. It had bounced off the golden pocket and now is looking for support above the 0.5 fib. Potential profit 21% or more, this thing would bang. So there was a story there that made sense to me based on all, again, I have no idea whether it was going up or down. I didn't have a big bag of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a bunch of it. I'm not trying to, it doesn't matter to me what happens to this coin, in the long run, really. That's just a setup. And I'm just trying to teach you so you can then, you could use this years later, or 10 years later. You can find a setup that looks very similar, support and resistance, Fibonacci levels, and support and resistance, and begin to learn what technical analysis really is and what it brings to the table. So, all the week show appearances that you were doing are listed on the events channel in the 99. You are amazing. You're a doll. Look at this. Look at the events. And this is awesome. 6 events. So live on BitBoy, Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. We'll be live on BitBoy Expert TA segment. Check it out. Cryptocurrency show discussing Bitcoin, Ethereum, top altcoins, and the crypto market. This will blow your mind, right? We do the beginner's course Tuesday at 2 p.m. We moved it to 2 to 4, okay? Then we're live on the BitBoys Around the Blockchain at 5 p.m., all right? Wednesday, August 10th, we do an interview on Frankie Candles at 5:30. That's going to be awesome, live with Frankie. That's going to be awesome and fun. That's Wednesday, August 10th. And Tuesday, August 11th from 6:30, we have our weekly screen share. Monday, August 15th, I'll be live with Miss Teen Crypto on her channel as well at 4 p.m. So we're going to have fun. This month is awesome, and I plan on some other things too as well. I think that's the only thing in the mix. So get excited. Get excited to be a lifer. Look, this is banged on them. Look, this will get people so confused. They'll think it's Rev3L, but it's Revel with how this is going to mess people up. It's not funny, but it's a little funny to me because I know it. But people are going to be like, I never found the 3L token. And I'm like, it doesn't have a 3L token. It's called Revel with a 3. And people are like, oh, okay. But that's they know how they're playing games at this point. But look, I always look at what the top coins are on KuCoin. It's important to me. Top gainers on KuCoin just changed a little bit, but a second ago, right? They change it at like exactly on the daily candle at 8 p.m., right? But if we look closely here. But again, I just wanted to show you MAP, why we hit MAP, how we hit MAP, and why it banged for gains, But right before we switch, we had the top coins on KuCoin of the night, right? And we look here, jump to the present. It's basically my latest post. And right here, we had AVAX 3L. We've been banging on that for the last 4 or 5 days straight. PBR I put out, banged on them. Meter governance token I even put out. We can talk about that. But DMTR, I was all over that for the last few days. That just continues to push. And Rose trade of the day 2-3 days ago. I'll tell you why. We'll talk about why we loved Rose and MAP. So we had 1, we had 2, we had 3, we had 4, 5 of the top 10 coins, or 11 you could say, and then we had 3 in the top 8. I mean, I go to try to get 3 to 5 every single day in the top 10, no matter what, and that's the goal, that's the aim. So, and we did it again today on a Sunday. When we do it on a Sunday, man, shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Okay, moving forward. A jam-packed week for the lifer plus 7 days of live daily streams. Yep, SWINGBY was banging too. Let's take a look at SWINGBY banging on him to the upside yet again. We took SWINGBY 2 weeks ago, but did it bang again? Oh, it did. Look at that. SWINGBY bouncing off the 618 Fibonacci for massive gains there on a wick, though. But boom, take a look in the 7 minute to really see what happened. But I mean, hey, there you go. And how much did it go up again there? SWINGBY 76% gains. I mean, that's insane. Wow. Came back down again, but still holding like 17%, like even falling asleep. So SWINGBY for massive gains yet again. We trade SWINGBY. I'm all about the fibs. And what happens is I watch things on the daily time frame. All right, this is what I do. After I melt a face off a trade and I take it for massive gains, like we did for SWINGBY a few days ago, where I gave us like a 4 or 5. Once it gets high on the daily stochastics, you draw your Fibonacci and you wait for it to come back to this 0.618, 0.65 Fibonacci level. And when it gets there, you get ready to DCA back into it, build the trade. And lo and behold, the same thing happens again here and here. I have multiple trades sitting at the 618 right now that I just posted today, yesterday, in the last few days. That's what people get in the trading group. They get scans of the market showing all the trades that are at the 618, all the things that are doing this and that, just all these technical scans that will teach you so much about the market, keep you up to date, and let you know where the most profitable setups are. So if you want to learn how to trade cryptocurrency, if you're fiending, if you keep losing and you're sick of it, if you want to join a positive family, if you don't believe in yourself and you need someone to pick you up every day, which I will, I'm here for you, man. And woman, anyone else, trans, whatever you are, I don't care. As long as you love crypto and want to change the world, the cryptolifers are here for you, okay? So I want you to know that, and we love you. We talked about flow hitting the measured move to the upside. Look at this flow, banging on them. Another move here, coming back down. Let me, what this is, hold up. And Crypto Wolf putting out flow. I think we went over this yesterday. I'm not taking credit for that. I don't think so. Phantom 3L for massive gains. I went over this multiple times. Look at that, 34%. Actually, in total, went up 48, still sitting on 36. Like, if you just fell asleep on this and left it alone. Phantom 3L for massive gains. All right, we don't play here in this channel. Like, gains just drip off the shoulders, right? And you'd be like, no, lying. I mean, it's just... And here you can see we're talking about Phantom 3L. Back on 722, we played it. I mean, bam, we took it for gains here. We've been trading this on and off for multiple times. Anyway, Atom 3L, been on the radar too. This inverted head and shoulder, once it bounced up, look, it made this giant double bottom. It's just looking somewhat pretty bullish. So we're going to take a look at the altcoins in a second. I just want to kind of get your feet wet, get you excited. All right. BNS has been on my radar on the daily. I'll show you it's getting tight here. Look at this. I personally hold a little bit of BNS, not a lot, like a tiny bit though. I just want to make that obviously clear. But that looks like it's about to boom. It's getting tight in the channel. It's below the POC. Once it breaks through this POC, look for this to bang to the upside. BNS. I could see this thing bang. Bang, bang, bang. So BNS possibly up to 46% gains. You know. My chubby finger. Hold on. Sammy with the chubby finger. All right. And it could continue to move to the upside here. Take a look at the 22 hour. Still has gains. Getting ready on the 22 hour for massive gains. I like what I'm seeing here for BNS. Bit of a double bottom with a secondary high there, higher low on that second low. Boom, boom. So you got this double bottom with a higher low. Looking pretty nice to me. Possible 46% gains out of BNS moving to the upside. Then I swing to the 4 hour. I want to look at that. It has momentum. I swing to the 1 hour, coming down, ready to go for its next leg up. I swing to the 15-minute, looking for an entry. So I like BNS, honestly, like right now. I do hold to BNS, but it's very small. I think like $500 to $600. Like it's a very little amount. But I like this setup for possible moves to the upside. Once it gets this POC, it's gone. Like I see this all the time. Coin gets above this POC, boom, it goes right here to the end of the POC. It doesn't have a lot of resistance to here. It's a lot of scraggly lines, not a lot of movement here. Easily could make it to the upside. BNS, something on my radar here, and I've traded this one on and off. BNS. If you're not here and you're not watching the live, you'll get this setup posted to you. You know, this song is lame. Like, it's not like beats trap. Like that's trap beats. That's like a trap beat. The other ones were a little. It's questionable. Their genre to me is questionable. Like their definition of genre is questionable to me. Four has momentum. And I look at the 15-minute, the 1 hour. I look at all different time frames before getting into. So the altcoins have been fun. Whenever we don't jump right into Bitcoin immediately, it means the altcoins have been fun to trade, period. That means there's been gains. And I have to clear up all the gains first before we can move on. You know what I'm saying? Look, here's another one that I've been looking at. Card stack, right? Just teaching you Fibonacci, like Fibonacci all day long. Like your low to your high. I take this wick down here, all the way to this wick up here. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm looking at this level. Look, we're bouncing off the 618 again. And we're moving up on the 22-hour with, you know, momentum. And you can see we clearly broke out of this, whatever it was. You know, it's kind of a descending triangle wedge. But that has legs to the upside. Just saying, it just moved a little bit too hard on the radar. Sushi 3L waiting on this one for a long time, getting tighter and tighter. 22-hour has to come on back down, but it might go. I just like this. It's making consolidative moves here, getting super tight. Some of these you have to wait on. I'm in Matic 3L, taking forever. Well, let's go to and look at it on the daily time frame. And you can see the daily is still just kind of dwindling. You have this bullish flag here. Lack of bearish momentum. This should have been bearish, but you got really nothing there. You're still going sideways. I like my odds on this trade. I'm still in this trade. I'm sticking to it. I've been in the trade for a week. If you remember, we started talking about it last Saturday night. It's been a week. It went up 10% at the most, you know. But look, falling volume with falling price. Where are the sellers? They're gone, baby. There's no sellers. They're falling off. This thing looks like it's poised and ready. I'm seeing a lot of signs the market's about to rip to the upside based, and I don't do that based on like, oh, I think and I want. I go over chart after chart after chart. And this happened to me before. I go over like 50, I look at literally 20 to 60 altcoin charts a day. Like, and I go and Bitcoin multiple times. So like I chart between, on a light day, it'll be 6 hours. On a regular day, it's 12 hours. And on a heavy day, it's 16 to 18 hours, right? And I'm working 7 days a week, you know. Today I did take my family to the beach from 1 to 4, you know. I'm on, you know. And I always like feel guilty even saying that. Ooh, like he took some time off, you know. But it was a Sunday, you know, and I got to be there for my kids and my wife and have some good time. We had a blast. It was awesome, you know, and it was beautiful too. One of the most beautiful beaches I've ever been to in my life. I made a couple videos we'll put out in the next few days. I talked about Cake continuing to the upside. I've gone over this numerous times. Cake has been getting interesting. I put Cake out when it was sitting at 367, and Cake is continuing to move. Cake has been moving. I just put out Cake again recently, and look, it's up again for about 9%. No, 10%, 10.10, 1010. I love that. That's how you're supposed to set the watch, right? In a magazine, 1010. Something I learned as a kid, find it funny. But look, the 1 hour is still pushing to the upside. It looks like Cake's about to blast. So we're looking for a move for Cake to continue. Measured move for Cake, even higher out of this small flag. But wow, we're seeing movement in the altcoins. This is awesome. Massive movement in the altcoins. Who would have thought? I mean, I did. You know, we'll talk about why, and we're going to go over it in a second. All right? And that's why I go back to this older trap one. This one's just good enough. It's got some hype to it, but, you know. All right. And Go. We talk about Go pumping to the upside. I just put this out. It hit 30% gains for Go. I put an alert for the 4 hour. Would it come back down on the 4 hour? It would, but when it came back down, look, it would stay sideways. So you're looking for here or the retest. That's what I always talk about. Are you either going to break up or retest? It did the perfect retest. It came lower again too, which is interesting. But bang, after it double bottom to the upside, regardless if you got in here or there and you had to suffer a little, it's all about the stop loss that never got hit. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. So Go banged on you to the upside again. I put out Go. There's even more gains. I'm just not going to show them all tonight because we got stuff to do. Like, I can't spend all night going over the gains. I would love to, you know, I'll have to do a weekly show called Gains, and I'll just go over the gains for like, you know, and I'll record it and then I'll put it out, and I'll put it out like every Sunday or every Monday night. And it should be, I like end of the week. Like, let's look at all the gains we made this week. You know, my team isn't out tonight, you know, visiting relatives. So I appreciate, you know, they had to take a day, you know. I don't take a day off, you know, but I have time in between my life that I get to do. I have moments, right? Look, we put Limp moving on the daily with room to pump. That thing looked good too, you know. But look, XVG bang for 27, right? We talked about the trade of the day. Rose hit for 20 and they continue to move for 14, but they continue to move. It's up 30% now. AVAX 3L up 60% from when we first talked about it, you know. FitFi banged on them, you know. Fifth to the 6 here, Rose banged on him and continued to bang. That we did, you know, we added to that 34%. Bitcoin 3L, we banged on that one. Bake, we banged on that. You know, ACA, we banged on that. That was a beautiful trade. AVAX 3L. Coins that nobody even talked about. Flame, we nailed. We talked about it together as a team. Many people talked about it. And watch this. Let me show you something. You're in my trading group and you type in Flame. Look how many people were talking about it besides me. Look, Rainier's got a trade for it today at 154. This is an elite trader of mine. He's got a setup for it already, putting it out there too. So if you're in my trading group, you get the elite traders all over you. You got me all over you. You got a team. You're like a Marine with a bunch of Marines all around you. Trade Marines ready to go. So let's go and let's get ready for Bitcoin and the weekly. Let's get ready for Bitcoin and the weekly. I said let's get ready for Bitcoin and the weekly. Oh man, my voice is gone. Let's get ready for Bitcoin. It's actually looking pretty good too. Let's get ready for Bitcoin and the weekly. Candle close. It's my mom, like, wondering what the heck I'm doing. She's like, what is that? Like, are you insane? I'm like, yes, I am.
Waiting for the sun to come up.
Shout out to everybody here in Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. What a beautiful day it is to be alive. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We're going to tackle Bitcoin like it's a football for preseason, baby. Back. Football's back, baby. Football's back, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the weekly candle close for BTC. I love you, and you know I love you. We're here. We made a higher high. We got an inverted head and shoulder here on the 4-hour time frame with momentum to the upside. Daddy like a lot. Daddy like a lot, right? That's beautiful. Also, I've taught my students that many times when you find an inverted head and shoulder, it is also an ascending triangle because you have the low and the secondary low. It's just the ascending triangle. Some people play the inverted head and shoulder. Some people play the ascending triangle. However, the head and shoulder is a 68%. This one is a 50-50. The idea that you have the head inverted inside, and this is what you'll learn here in this channel. You're going to see stuff that you don't see at normal channels. You're going to see patterns inside of patterns. You're going to see us show you what confluence is. This is live confluence. What is confluence? Combined influence. Co-influence. Combined influence. Confluence. That's where it comes from. Con is in Spanish means to go with, so to be together. So if you have something that's con, it's with it, right? When someone tries to con you, they try to get you with their scheme. They try to get you with it. Oh, okay. Well, look at the inverted head and shoulder to the upside. Measured move takes you to the top of the channel at 24,864. I'm getting hyped right now. The right music came on, get me moving and grooving. I'm expecting a move for Bitcoin to the upside here. However, let me make it really clear. Yes, beautiful. Yes. Let me make it really clear real quick right now, okay? That if Bitcoin doesn't get above the zone, my little sweet cheeks, look right here, sweet cheeks. See up here? See up there? If Bitcoin does not get above this zone right here, the level that we're at right now, Alt H, baby, thank you for hitting that. Oh, you can put it. Oh, thank you so much.
Be the baby, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what are you guys doing? You think it's funny? I don't mind, but
It's a little funny.
is that what you're doing? Is it jokes?
It's funny.
Okay, ladies playing jokes on the kid tonight. Shout out to each and everybody for being here. But look, there's a POC right there that we just banged out, and there's a secondary one right here at 22,322, and we're battling with it. We get above that, we're likely to get to this zone, and then just continue to head up to the top of the channel. This is a very bullish sign, hands down. If you watch my update this morning and my update the other morning, they've been spot on, and they've been pretty dang good. We're going to show you what I talked about earlier today and what happened too. We're going to go over the Bitcoin update that we put out for you earlier today. I bought Bitcoin at 10K. I think we have a dump to the bottom before pumping. You think. I love guys that say they think. I have no clue what's going to happen. People that say think end up with no money. Come to the channel. The second you say think, I know we need to change your brain because you're someone that wants to tell yourself where you know Bitcoin's going. You cannot do that. You have to tell yourself you have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. It's a great idea. Weekly gains, recording, and replays of how they got there will teach us a lot. Love learning every time. SMC is blessed to watch me. Showtime Mahomes, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you. Shout out to Stanford Mine, CC LLC, baby. Pats Nation, shout out to Crypto Kyle. Crypto Kyle, you're the man, dude. You keep up that, you might just become a mob. Yo, when you say think, that's when you start losing. Yeah, anyone that used the word think in here, we got to give you a, yep, that's it. Because we don't do that here on this channel. We don't say, I think, I believe. We look at the chats, baby. We look at the chats. Show me the chats, and I'll show you the news over there. So look, there's a chance we're still making an M pattern. We're not out of the gate yet. You're never out the gate. You always have to be open-minded. Are we making an M here that will dump us down to the next liquidity zone at about 22,300? Very possible. Look at that. Look like a smiley face. Isn't that weird? These two little dots. That is hilarious. That's just by accident. That is strange. Look, a little nose. Looks like a little Elmo. Is that just me? That is hilarious. Now the dots are gone, but that was funny. There's always something funny out here. Hey, it's all about perspective. You know, but that will go down in history as a funny thing. Look at, there's a little, look at that, that's so funny. Hello, hi guys, hi, how's it going, guys? So anyway, lost my voice. So, but resistance, Bitcoin must break above this resistance to remain bullish. 23,250. As you can see, it's been an area that we just have issues with. All right. You can see this is a tight channel that we're in. I'd like to see us break to the upside out of it. I'd like to see this head and shoulder bang on them. We're going to be looking for a short squeeze here on BOOKMAP as well. So we're going to jump into BOOKMAP and take a look at what we see. Do we see a movement for BOOKMAP? What's happening? Anything is possible. Let me get this white thing out of there. ETH up 17 at 1,700. That's good. ETH holding 1,700 is a big deal. Okay. Quant has been moving for sure. Finally, it only took 3 weeks. I was in that trade forever. I stay in trades till they pay me. I don't mind. To me, a win is a win, regardless of how long it takes. It does not matter. Everybody, if you're not subscribed to my Odyssey, you're slipping on me. Odyssey is backing up my entire channel daily. You gotta subscribe. We have 30,000 people on YouTube. You gotta have at least 10,000, 15,000 people here. Please flood into the Odyssey. I want to see there are 100 people at least tonight. Come on, 20 people at least. Head on into Odyssey. Hook me up. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so this is BOOKMAP. This is Bitcoin in a nutshell here. So again, too. So Bitcoin must break above here, and then Bitcoin must break above this zone here too as well. Shout out to Stanford, Chiefs Kingdom, baby. Also, Liver, do you play fantasy football? No, I do not. I've done it one time. I don't have the time, man. I run a trading group for 700 people. I don't have time to play fantasy football. No, I don't mean to be rude. My life is fantasy football, but it's fantasy crypto, man. My life is a game of fantasy football constantly with 780 people like all day long. It's awesome. I have more than enough of my time, you know. I'm in Brighton, but might be moving back west a bit. Shout out to my man, East Jordan in Brighton, my dude. That's awesome. I had no idea you were a mass dude. Joined Odyssey today. Thank you, Owen. I appreciate it. Reality Crypto Act. Realty Crypto, yep. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 500 people on the live. 300 likes. Can I get the like? Losing my voice. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. 301 likes, 508 people, 18 chat revenue. You people are amazing. Thank you so much for the $18. I appreciate that so much. Very nice of you. So let's keep it moving. I have a bunch of stuff to show you. But look at Cake. Cake doing damage. And I've been all over Cake for you. I consistently keep giving you the wins. I do everything I can to show you every single chart that I can in the market that I believe has a high probability of breaking to the upside based on the technical analysis. Then it's up to you to learn the TA, address it yourself, and find out if it fits your trading style. And if it does, bang on it, bang on it, bang on it, bang on it, baby. I want to let you find your way because you can do it. If I can do it every single day and I show you all the time, then you can do it too. You can do it too. All right? Get some honey for the lemon water. Flow, breakout, flow, banging on them. Do the right thing and smash that like button. As we get ready to look at Bitcoin in the weekly candle close and break it down, we got some big information. I'm hiding it because I'm so afraid I can't. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. I've been biting my nails all day. Nah, I'm just saying, what is Bitcoin going to do? Look at this. The moving averages are getting tight. Every time they get tight on the 4 hour, there's a massive move to the upside, especially when you're in an uptrend. Bitcoin needs to put in a higher high. It put in a higher low for sure. So here you have a trend analysis. We've been doing this for weeks now. Low, higher high. higher or high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. We're putting in the higher low for sure. I mean, that's a beautiful higher low. We battled this area. The bears just couldn't win. They wanted 20K, they wanted 19K, they wanted 21. But every single time we got to push to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. 23,000 still holding for BTC. All right. Let me take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour's awfully high and probably going to drop on us. That's what I don't like to see. Kind of making this M here. Bit of a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. This, see, I've seen this. It's a bit of a stretch. You see it though? It's all right. It's not the worst thing in the world. Let's open this up here on the 1 hour time frame. See if we got some space, and we do. So what we can see for Bitcoin is this. Let's take a look at our 15-minute. Are we going to throw a Hail Mary on the 15-minute? Is there a Patrick Mahomes moment coming? So the 15-minute made this falling wedge that it broke out from. See this? There's a falling wedge here on the 15. It broke to the upside, had a mini measured move here for the flag. That could make an M here. So basically, you're looking for Bitcoin in the 15-minute to get above this range. If you can't see Bitcoin to close a candle in the next, 2 to 3 hours above 23,400, then it's likely we're going to head to the downside, But it's not the worst thing in the world. Let's take a look closely. Another thing why I was bullish, I'm going to show you another reason why I was bullish here. Every single time that the 1 hour got very low, we made a big move to the upside on the stochastics. Look, I'm going to show you this. This is pointed out to me by one of my students, my older students that became an elite. Shout out to Kevin Calderonster. I believe he pointed this out. He said, go to the 1 hour. Look, when we got this low on the RSI, we had a huge bounce for Bitcoin. There's your first one right there. And he identified it for me and he showed it. People send me their hours of backtest information. And look, that had a move. So that's on your radar. You're like, all right. I have tons of information off the 1 hour. I get information off the weekly. My subconscious mind combines information from multiple time frames, sandwiches it up, and serves it to you deli fat, ready to go, baby, with a pickle on the side. Don't sleep on the kid. With the music stopping nobody does it like that. Nobody. I'm just saying, though. RSI moved here to another low. All right. Here we are again, 1 hour time frame. Remember this. Pointing out a gem for you. What happened there again? 3 for 3. So all you got to do is buy Bitcoin when the 1 hour gets low is what it's telling you, right? I mean, 3 for 3 now. Simple stuff, right? 1 hour got, but you got to wait for it to really get below the dotted line. Find some divergence if you can too. There's a little divergence there. Swing down on the 1 hour, but that swings up. That was divergence. We found that for you on the 7-minute. If you remember, I found this on the 7-minute time frame. That was the divergence. You'd still be in that trade up huge, if you remember correctly. We call that exact bottom for Bitcoin at 20,800 live on my live stream. That trade is still golden. I may have called the bottom for Bitcoin at that very moment in time, live on my live stream with the divergence. There's a chance. We go down in legacy history, and no one will fully give us credit. They won't, but we did it. And you'll know if you were here that you saw that live, and you can remember the date. We can go back to that live stream. I want someone to start going through all the craziest calls we ever made, put them in a catalog, and show people, hey, dude, look what we've done here on this channel. Look what TA has done. We just were able to reveal the technical analysis. We stayed true to the TA. And that's what I want to teach you. If you stay true to the TA, you will shred other traders. You will eat them alive. All their I think, I feel, and I believe, that stuff will get thrown out the window. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Great energy. Thank you so much. It's all about the good energy. What up, Sammy? Took a vacation last week. Back at it, brother. Shout out to Micah Ford. We love you. Thank you for coming on in. DJ Ricochet. That's exactly what I was thinking. Shout out to Tammy Montano. Lifer is the man. Shout out to Frank Fraley. I sent an email offering to do that weeks ago. All right, man. Send in a super chat for TA and deep dives. Solana 1 hour. Anyone here use the SAR indicator? Not yet, no. Flow is ripping to the upside. I want to look at flow so bad. So look, 15 minutes still has some momentum. Could turn on us at any moment and dump, but it has momentum. Let me take a look at my 7. My trusty 7 iron. 7's making a bit of an M pattern and wants a dump. So 7's also showing signs of a resistance here, but we could get a short squeeze. That's why I was opening up BOOKMAP. There's a little thing called BOOKMAP out here. We went over flow yesterday on the live too, didn't we? Look at this thing. Ripping. Absolutely ripping. I just showed it too at the beginning of the live, and then I was like, it's weird. Let me show you how I would look at flow right now on the 1 hour time frame, what I would do. What the lifer would do. Now, funky pattern right off the bat, but you had a trend line here. Kind of had a trend line here. You know, some would include this dippage, but whenever I see that dippage, I'm like, but you can include it if you want. Symmetrical triangle. Wick to wick, you know, length of the triangle there. What a massive move for flow. 1 hour's still just getting started, so like this looks like it can continue to rip. When you get a move that big and the 1 hour's just getting started, I mean, you've got legs on the 1 hour to position yourself even further up. So you go to the 5. You need the 1. When you see rips like this, you need the 1 minute, sometimes even the 30-second, heck, maybe the 5-second chart. Did I just say the 5-second? Yeah, I'm in the 5-second chart. How crazy is that? Every 5 seconds, we're going to see another candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. Look, this should break up to the upside based on the 5-second chart. Just as crazy watching TA on the 5-second. How much could the 5-second make you? 1.2%. What did you do last night? Watch flow in the 5-second with Lifer? Oh, okay. Awesome. Can I come next time? Look at it, falls to TA like. This is insanity. Watch it hit the mesh and move live on the camera. I'm so interested by what I love price action. I'm so fascinating. Bro, could you take a look at our PYRO community? Maybe. I don't know. Never watched on less than the 1 minute. Me neither. Look, there's an M now. That M suggests we dump now. See how quick you got to change it? And this is like how real life happens. This could be the daily. Does the same thing. But you're low on the stochastic. Suggests you should pump. So then you like recreate it. You're like, all right, well, what do I see there? You're like, all right, I got this going now. Based on the Stokes, you keep kind of combining what you see. I mean, M dumping. It's crazy. I've never traded the 5 seconds. That's insane to me. Even the 1 minute's treacherous. Look at that. 7 minutes spent, 50 minutes spent. I like to get out. The 50 minutes are great. After a big pump, look, you're super far away from the 21-day moving average. It's likely that's going to at least have to make a flag. Just looking for some type of flag. You can pull a mini fib here. Somewhere around here or here. Bounce off a Fibonacci level. Something to think about. And it could continue to pump. 1 hour looks like it's just massively ready for more. What a size of that candle. Look at that. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin. We got to go look at it at the weekly candle. I talked about this today, though. This is what I talked about. I went over this 15-minute too. We went over this earlier. Boom, look at that starting to move. But it doesn't matter. We must break above that zone to make a higher high. Important. 15-minute could flip at any moment. This is interesting to me. We got this inverted head and shoulder here for Bitcoin, right? I went over this morning. This is what I went over on the week. You know, you saw me make this flag and talk about the chance it could break up. It did. So, like, what I went over this morning actually did play out. You see what I'm saying? Lifer, name of the song, It's Hard. This is Trap Beats, Then I Go by Drama Beats. There I Go by Drama Beats. Shout out to Drama Beats, banging on us, giving us the love, giving us that music, because the music is love to me, baby. Follow me on Twitter, at cryptolifer33. I would greatly appreciate it. 7,133 when I started. We got some few more people jumping on in. So, and we're live streaming on Twitter right now, for whatever reason. And I got awesome videos too. We're also doing something crazy. So huge weekly candle close for Bitcoin. We're gonna get into it now. This is gonna shock our lives, everybody. It's gonna blow our minds. All right. But look, we've gone over the inverted on the 4 hour. All right. We've talked about what we're looking at. We you know. One last thing. Let me clout chase myself for a second. I must, right? But earlier today, I showed a 15-minute candle to my trading group, a 15-minute flag, what have you, and I suggested that we would break to the upside to about 23,500. We got to 23,375. I was off by like 100, or actually 23,390, 400. I was off by $100 right there. See, there's my measured move. There's where we went. So, and you trade with that. Like, and honestly, all coins move on that move. That was a beautiful call. So I also called Bitcoin for my trading group. And you'd be like, he's lying again. This guy's so full of it. I can't stand it. He just likes to hear his own voice. And yes, I do love to hear my own voice. You would too, if it sounded this good. But look, I try to do BTC update on everything I do, BTC updates, right? So I should be able to just search BTC update like this, watch. And this is why I also show you, this is a great way to get around the Discord. Search that, and all my Bitcoin updates should be there, right? Look at that, beautiful. You can see how hard I work, how many video updates I do for Bitcoin a day, like they just never stop. You know, constant. Anyway, that didn't work, but let's go look here at the Lifer's charts and videos. And earlier today, I was going over Bitcoin for my trading group, right? And we were right here. And I was like, you know, this flag is looking bullish here. Might break out soon, 1253. Looking for a move to the upside for Bitcoin to the measured move. And then you look at the flag a couple hours later at 6 o'clock. Bang. Almost nailed it to the T. It was off by $100. So this is the type of stuff you get being in the group. You can just get constant love and support. You've never seen it before. You don't even believe it exists till you jump in the group and you're like, for $99, really? Is this really what's happening? It'll blow your mind. You'll love it. We'll love you. It'll be awesome. We'll have a good time together. I'm telling you. Then you can even take courses and learn more. And please pull up PYRO chart. It's a true burn token on CoinMarketCap. First of its kind that removes tokens from the total supply. Please pull up the chart. Wow, PYRO. That's all you guys got? You bombard the channel and give me $4.50? I'll pull up the chart. You guys throw $20. That's it. Yeah, because you guys are shilling. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm only pulling up that chart for 20 beans. That's why you're my new favorite YouTuber. We'll be joining the 999 Discord when I make some gains here. Keep it coming, man. We'll get you going. We'll get you going. Show up every day and get yourself going. I made it to the bot leaderboard for Flow on KuCoin. That's pretty awesome, dude. Did you use my link? Did you use my trading link? Funny. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin here on the weekly candle close. I'm going to delete all my work that I've done. It's hard, but I can make it back in 2 seconds. I could. Oh, wait. I don't have to do that anymore, remember? I know how to do groups. I'm a groupie. Hit the brush, hit shift, get all the stuff that you've put in, right-click it, create a group, you know, call it whatever you want, take it away, and you're good to go. Now we go to the weekly, and this is huge. I'm like freaking out right now. Are you? I'm scared. Who's scared? Actually, this doesn't, we can't, oh yeah, I forgot about this. This is like funny. I almost want to use Binance. Yeah. I have to do this again. That's a lot of work. Look how much work I do. If you have to do a lot of work and make a lot of groups, that means you're grinding, you're doing the right thing. You're constantly on the move. You know? There's another group out there. Oh yeah, I've been showing this group. This group has lasted me like 2 weeks now. This 4-hour group that I made a while back. Remember this group? You'll know it when I show it to you. This group right here has been lasting a long time. If you don't see that as bullish, like if you can't see that as bullish, to like, that's just, you know, please pull up the PYRO chart, CMC. It's a true burn token, first of its kind. Wow. Wow. He threw the 45 pound. Yo, my man. Yo, my man. Ask and you shall receive. Okay. He wasn't playing. He was like, okay, I'm going to get on that show no matter what. Yo, my man. Hey, you came correct. You brought the pink. You brought pink. See, in the other world, it's about the blue bills, right? You brought the pink bill. You brought the pink. You brought the pink super chat. You brought the hotness. You brought the fire. 45 beans, my man. I just, oh man. And you also delayed like the queasiness. Like we got to go over Bitcoin in the 200. We got to look at something on the weekly. It's, oh man, the tension is brewing for me. Is it brewing for you? I don't know, but it's creeping up. Let's take a look at the PYRO network. Let's take a look at what it means. What they're talking about. What's going on here? And again, this could be a high-risk token. I'm just going over it. You have to do your own research. PYRO Network may be available for sale, this domain. Oh, that's not good. So the website didn't work right off the bat? It's kind of strange, right? Am I wrong? Am I in the right place? So your website doesn't work right off the bat? 13,000 market cap? I don't know, man. PYRO to the moon? Yo, this is getting crazy now. I'm getting bombarded by the PYRO team. They're showering us with dough, though. Ah, man. What do we do here, folks? What do we do? Hey, God bless you all. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Pyromatic, wrong coin. Okay. He's like, all right, don't slander my coin, bro. For my 40 pounds. All right. This is getting funny, though. Pyromatic. Ooh, it's getting fun in here. Wow, $9.35, up 9.6%. Okay, it's got an Ethereum contract. I wish it was multi-chain. It's been doing a head, a shoulder, and its shoulder. You see that? It's got a double top up here right off the bat when I just look at it quickly. You know, just saying. And you can see it can't get above this resistance for whatever at about $9 and about $10, you know? But we'll take a look. That's just quick, fast TA. See, you can just looking at that. You can get all that information. You may not be able to. I did, though. You know, well, let's take a look here at Dex Tools. Or Dex Screener, sorry. Dex Screener over here. Thank you, Pyromatic. Thank you so much, Channel Brand. We appreciate you, man. We got you, brother. We got you. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. Don't worry. We got Maki Wahlberg here. cryptolifer is gonna make sure he looks at Pyromatic. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's Pyro, baby. I mean, this thing is looking. I have to be honest. It's in a bull flag and it's looking nice. So this is high risk and high reward. Everybody, be very, very careful. It's already up 560% since the 2nd of August. But look, it broke out here. It did some damage, right? And look, it made the measured move. This is TA. People don't think that these, you know, we live in people. Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter. If we live, whatever we live in, the universe, a simulation. But look, see how it went exactly to the measured move? Perfect measured move. Perfect. I actually should take wick all the way to like that and wick and just be real about it. That's the leg. Elliott wave. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. I don't even like Elliott wave, but I know how to read it. So. But look, that's about where we went. Shave it down a little bit is the reality of it. But yeah. So, wow. TA played out perfectly there. That's TA. So I don't care what coin it is. It's technical analysis regardless. Remember, irregardless is not a word. A lot of people don't know that. Go look it up. It's not a word. Irregardless is not a word. Babe, irregardless is not a word.
Anything you want to use as a word, you should be able to use as a word.
Anything you want to use a word, you should be able to use. Even like shminalabaloo. So I can say shmlabaloo, and that's it, right? So shmlabaloo.
Well, what's Calabunga? Everything had a beginning.
What was Cowabunga? Everything had a beginning? Wow. And everything has an end.
Calabunga.
Including this insane conversation. 60.77% gains coming if this thing can stay in a flag with a move to the upside. I actually like this coin. Let me put some indicators on this. I don't like the coin, actually. I don't want to say that because I don't want to get people started. Let's put the RSI. I don't know anything about it. You know, I like the technical analysis on the coin. All right. I mean, it's oversold in the stochastics in the 15. It's oversold in the stochastics in the 1 hour. And it's heading down back on the 4 hour. This thing's ready to pop. I'll tell you right now, based on the TA, the daily's probably going to be high. But yeah, you can't even look at the daily. So the big time frames, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 15, all oversold. This is high risk. But again, I play technical analysis. This thing looks like it could pop to the upside and go up 60.77% gains. It is what it is. All right. I don't care about it. I don't know what it is. It could be a scam coin rug pull, though. So I don't know. And I don't mean to defame my brothers that showed up on the live here, the PYRO team. I have no clue. I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful. You must do your own research. Do your own due diligence. Do your own deep dive. Welcome to PYRO. Pure True Burns. View the chart. Buy PYRO. Right? About PYRO. PYRO is the fast-burning, hyper-deflationary token that gains value with every buy and sell transaction. The burns will be a true burn and not a fake dead wallet burn, and actually remove tokens from the total supply with every buy and sell transaction. Since the initial supply is limited, the floor price will continue to rise as more and more PYRO tokens are removed from circulation. It's kind of a Ponzi scheme though, right? Because the more people buy, the more they burn, and the more they burn, the higher it goes up. So you need more people to buy the coin. Eventually, some whale is going to sell it off on everyone. It's going to die, possibly, right? I mean, I don't know. Market cap they can't find. Fully diluted 9.3 million. Total supply is only 1 million though? Only 1 million coins? That's crazy. It looks too good to be true. I have to be honest. It looks too good to be true. In and out on this thing, I don't know. It already went up 500. They could be looking for their exit scam. You know, usually what happens, they promote to get out. The guys that got in here are now on all these channels. Hey, check it out, so they can get a, you know, and that's why they're spending money, because they're bagged in here and they want to sell off on one more big pump. And again, I could be wrong, but I've seen all these different things before. You must do your own due diligence. Just be careful. I don't want to, you know, we just go over stuff together. We look at the market together. You never know. You never know. Okay, continuing to move since we talked about it, up another 1.89% and banging on them. Let's get back into Bitcoin and what we're about to do. Break it down. Okay, this is bullish. I mean, hands down, Bitcoin's in a very bullish pattern. If it doesn't continue to break to the upside, I would be very surprised. All right, I just have to say that out loud. I began to call the bottom down here. All right, I even publicly made multiple videos showing Pi cycle bottom, showing that the 800-day moving average had moved through the 50 and the 100 passed through the 200. That's bottom status. We talked about, what else did we show that was the bottom? The 200-day moving average on the weekly, the 200-day moving average on the weekly, the 200-week moving average. There's just like, you know, the stochastics on the weekly, the dollar trying to get above a zone, not being able to. Now, anything is possible. I'm ready for a massive dump, and anything is possible, you know? So I'm open-minded, and I have money for 10K. If we go to 10K, I'm open-minded for that, but I'm just, you know, you don't know. False bottom. Please don't lose money to shady hype coin shillers, folks. Exactly. Be very careful to the shady coin shillers. You know, the TA look good, but I would leave that coin alone. I'm not personally going to, I personally won't touch that coin. I just want to make it really clear. I personally will not touch that coin. So, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say should be taken as financial advice, but I won't touch that coin with a 10-foot pole. All right. So, look, this one guy has a fat order down at 23K. But that's kind of the, oh, that looks like the end. Like, it looks like a bottom. 22,950. There's so many buy. Oh, look, I just saw the buy order slide in at 22.9. This guy's slick. 22.8. Look at these fat orders down here. Extending the order book. There's way more orders down here than up here, yet the heat map is heavy. We got heavy sells. 232 Bitcoin. 98 Bitcoin at 23,500. Looks like they're trying to get out, dip back down, scoot back down to 22.8. But the heat map is pushing us back to the upside here. Looks like Bitcoin wants to get up to 23,500, maybe even 23.6. You can see there's just more fat orders up here. 500 and 100. That's like a $700 Bitcoin order right there at 23,500. Some whale wants to sell, baby. Cake, flow, rose, sushi, for long-term thoughts, baby. Hey. TradingView app, that is Slick Willie with the fat extension. My man. Slick Willie dropping candy down low for the taking, my man. It appears to be on their small exchanges. It doesn't appear to be on TradingView. That makes me think twice. Reminds me like Squid Games, just my opinion. None of those coins will be on TradingView. I made boatloads of coins that were never on TradingView, you know. You can't look at that, but that can't be your... All right, so let's break it down, and let's look at Bitcoin's weekly candle. This is all that matters tonight. This is really all we need to talk about, but I go over so much more because so much happened today, and for me not to talk about all the wins and the gains in the trading group would just be sad. So if a candle closed on the weekly below the 200-day, we were in trouble. And this weekly was getting there, and it wasn't looking good at all. But look, we made a doji, bullish doji. Let me show you. People don't know they're dojis, but that is a bullish hammer doji candlestick. Google that. Google is your friend when trading. So much free information. The hammer doji, bullish reversal candlestick patterns. All right. The hammer doji, bullish invest diva. Look at this. A hammer doji is a type of bullish reversal candle pattern that can be used in technical analysis. When candles of different shapes are arranged in a certain way on the chart, they can indicate the next price movement. They can either be bullish reversal or bearish reversal indicators. Together with chart patterns and other points of IDDA approach to strategy development, candlestick patterns can give us more accurate signals of the next price action. The hammer doji, right? How to make some pips off the hammer doge live trading room. They're funny. They're just trying to get you in. And if we take a look at images here and we zoom in on the hammer doji and you look at what it looks like, you're looking for a candle like this, you know, or even more like that. See how that's a hammer there? Okay. Preferably at the bottom. It does, but it doesn't have to be at the bottom. All right. And if it's on the weekly, it's a big deal. All right. The bigger the candle, the better. Right? Like, look, it's one of these. See this? You came down, you made this hammer, candlestick doji there. You hit this bullish hammer too. So Bitcoin on the weekly chart. So I know so many things I can teach you, but that's a bullish hammer right there. All right. Despite it would be nice if it was a green candle, but nonetheless, it's a bullish candlestick. All right. That's massive buy pressure above the 200-day moving average. You also have a POC here on the weekly chart, and you're on it right now. You see how fat? That's why we've been battling 23,000. You got to look at your big time frames. Look at the point of control. Simple as that. I keep telling everyone, you break this POC, you head to your next POC right here. I talked about this on BitBoy's channel a month ago. It's funny, we're back here at the same idea. I was bullish during that. Remember, 4 weeks ago down here, I was on BitBoy's channel on a Tuesday. I'll be on BitBoy's channel a direct month ago later on, and I was bullish down here. I basically said there's likely a bottom here. I did everything I could to show people. I bought as much as I could, and honestly, this could be a fake out breakout, and we could go all the way down to 10K. So I don't want to start getting it. I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't know if that was the bottom. But I had no choice to buy like it was the bottom because the indicators that I used said that it was. And the last times I didn't listen to them, I got beat bad for not listening to them. So then I listened to them the last time, and so the first time I saw them, I didn't listen. It went horribly wrong for me. The second time I saw them, I listened. It went great for me. This is the third time now, and I'm seeing them again. I'm going to do what went great for me, and that's listen to them. So I bought as much Bitcoin as I could in these areas on the low. All right? And I should have bought even more Bitcoin. I really should have. I'm probably slipping. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You can't, I believe in myself. I believe in my hustle. Things are going to go well. So look, that weekly candle, let's take a look at it. Let's double click on it. Let's zoom in. So Bitcoin opened at 23,000. No, wait. Yeah, 23,296. Like right where we started. So crazy. So we opened right here. All right. 23,300 basically. 296. The high was 23,647. We never went that high. Never really went that high on the week. The low was 22,400. Never went that low. But what we would go lower than the 200. This would make people think we were having a bear market, and this would get a lot of people to short the market. They're not letting me. Going below this line is making people short the market. The second that happened, but I had other indicators, and I was looking at my 4-hour, and I was finding bullish divergence in the 7. See, I call bottom down here. This is the day I call the bottom on that 7-minute divergence. See, you see what I'm saying? Like we did some crazy stuff by zooming in. The whole market was faked out. We as the leverage traders got rocked and wrecked, and we were able to trade right throughout it all, man. We'll take a look at that. The psychedelic catfish. Thank you so much. Love you so much. Or move like hanging man candlestick bearish. That's not bearish to me when you have multiple wicks to the upside behind it. Wick. Like you said, this is bearish too then, right? No, it created 2 big candles after that. It's not a bearish candle, even though it's red. I won't believe that. That's a hammer stick. That's a bullish hammer. To the upside, baby. I'm just saying, you think whatever you want. You might be in a short and you can't handle it. I don't know. But at the same time, maybe you're right. Who knows? Well, look, we're above the 200. All we need to do is stay above this, everybody, and we have ourselves a bull market. And Bitcoin could really start doing damage, and anything could happen. We stay above this yellow line, and we bottomed. That's our bottom. Why is that? Well, let's zoom out for Bitcoin. Let's really talk about the bottom. A lot of people don't want to talk about the bottom with me. Let's break it down. Let's break down the bottom for Bitcoin, all right? Let's go to a big time chart. Go to that all-time history index. Weekly already making a green candle, bouncing nicely. Look at this. That's a bounce right off the 200, just like you want. I mean, that's exactly what you want. It's just crazy. This looks different, though, on the all-time history index because it's taking a bunch of different stuff together, so it looks a little different. Looks more bullish with the bounce. Hands down. Looks like we've definitely, But look, when we take a look at this closely, you want the moving average to get close and tight. That's how you know that see when they get tight, that's how you know. Your bear market, they get wide. They come and get close together. That's when you're bought, right when they start to get, that's a bottom. We bought them every time when the weekly candles would touch the 200 weekly, this yellow line. Bought them right there, 2018. Bought them right here, 2015. All right, if it went back even closer, you would see it for sure. All right, while we're here, we're going to add an MA, all right, a moving average. They always give you a default 9. You're going to click on the settings. You're going to change it to the 800. You're going to turn it to a bright white, just so you know exactly which one it is. All right, you're going to make it extra thick. All right, you're going to go to the daily chart. And you're going to go back in time with me again. All right, watch this. This is how you blow your family and friends away and become a Bitcoin genius. All right, you stick with me, I'll make you a Bitcoin genius. That's it, is what it is. I won't guarantee wins. I won't guarantee money. I won't guarantee you anything, but I'll guarantee you become a Bitcoin genius. That's what I can guarantee you. All right. Had this been extended and continued to go, you can see your bottom for sure. You just don't have the data, but like honestly, like the bottom would have been when these crossed the 800 day right here. So I believe it called the first bottom in 2011, but we won't know for sure ever. So we pop and we pop. All right. We have our next bottom. When is the bottom? When the 800 day passes through the 50, the 100, right there. That's your bottom right there, hands down. Right. So that's a bottom right there in June of 2015. All right. January, sorry. All right. Now you would bottom again here, but you would never go low, or you would go as low. So it called the bottom. Yes, you would have a little dip, but it called the bottom. All right. Here we would cross through again, and that would be the last time you could buy on the lows, and we were gone. So again, it called a perfect buy when the 800 would pass through the 50. All right. We're going to keep moving forward over time. Again, look, bouncing off the 200 on the daily. You got to understand your moving averages. Knowing them will change the way you look at your whole life and the way you trade. I'm telling you right now. So look, here we go again for our next bottom in 2018 of December, right? Right here at $3,000 and $175. And you can see right here as the 800 day passes through the 50, it's off by like a day of the bottom. When by the time we cross through the 200, the bottom has occurred. That happened the last time too. Like you're down, but you're digging your way out of the hole at that point. Okay. We're going to keep moving here. We're going to keep it moving. We have the pandemic. I get, I think that's a black swan. We can move on from that. All right. Can we all agree? Here we are again. And what do we have here but the 800 day passing through the 50 and the 100 day moving average and the 200. By the time you get through the 200, you have bottomed, my friends. Most people don't want to believe. They waited and they keep thinking, I'll get 10K, I'll get 7K, I'll get 12K. But you know what? Bitcoin never waits for those people. Fortune favors the brave. I'll tell you that. And the brave people were buying down here. That's mic drop quietness. And the reason why the music stopped when I said that, and I didn't stop the music just stopped. Because that's a mic drop. It really is. When you think about it, fortune favors the brave, and the brave are buying down there. Fortune does not favor the people that sit on their hands and wait and wish and think and don't move. Fortune doesn't favor those people. So the brave people bought down here. And if we go through the history of mankind, the brave become rewarded. So if you forget about anything in life, but you just study the last 10,000 years of history, it tells you that was the bottom for Bitcoin. Mic drop. Now I'm going to stop the music. I don't just use technical analysis. I use history and man's mental idea of like what is what. I study like the mental space of man and how he has like what he has valued over time. And this will become one of the scarcest assets in the world. I'm telling you right now, Bitcoin. So, bullish, right? So I have a case for a bottom right now, right? I'm not done yet. But like, if you haven't, like, this is crazy. Now, at the same time, I'm all about my trend analysis. High, low, lower high, low, lower high. If Bitcoin doesn't make a higher high above these two zones here and eventually get here, we don't whatever we do, we don't make a higher high in this area, you can kiss this whole idea goodbye, and we could end up down here at 10K, and that may not be the bottom. So I'm open-minded, because you never know. The second you tell yourself you're slipping, right? However, I am going by these indicators. Another thing that I've done in my life is I've used these. Okay, so that's one thing that tells me that we bottomed, all right? One thing. Or two things. We've gone over two things that says that we have bottomed, okay? All right? So that breaks that down, all right? Everyone can see that clear as day. All right, we take care of this stuff. All right, you go to indicators, you type in GAU, right? You type in Gaussian channel by DW. You go to the 8-day, or no, the 4-day. Is it? Yeah. Or is it the 8-day or the 4-day? 8-day. And every time the 8-day has turned red, we bottom there. Bang. So right there is perfectly called the bottom. Right there we turn red. Call the bottom. Right there. Exactly. And if we go back again even further to this place here, right here when it turned red, it called the bottom again. Right there. So this indicator has called the bottom twice in a row, and this will be the third time in a row. Okay? Am I convincing you that the bottom is in? Right? I don't want to, but I'm just showing you what's going on here. All right? What do you guys think? What do people think in the chat? Is the bottom in for Bitcoin? I want to know. 576 people on the live stream, 403 likes. Can we get the likes? $109 in chat revenue. You people are amazing on a Sunday night. Unbelievable. You bought me dinner again tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Crypto Kyle, mind blown. All right, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We're not done yet on why I believe the bottom is in for Bitcoin. All right, we're not done yet. You think we were done. Also, if you go to the 4-day, or, every single time Bitcoin broke out of the Gaussian channel, this is the greatest time to buy in your life. They call it the golden zone, golden box. Buy right there. Buy right there. You buy a little bit right there. You buy where we're at right here. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just showing you I should just say a trader. A trader. But again, anytime you leave the Gaussian channel on the 4-day chart, you should be scooping up I should be scooping up. You do whatever makes you want. I should be scooping up Bitcoin. And it's never been wrong. Like, it's always given me the bargain deal price for Bitcoin. It's another indicator that's showing me it's time to get busy. I listen to my indicators. I don't listen to my emotions. If you listen to your emotions and you say, I think, I feel, I believe, you'll be left in the wayside. Bitcoin will just fly by you. I'm telling you right now, you need to become educated. You need technical analysis. You need a mentor. You need someone that can help you extrapolate your emotions from the situation, or you'll be left in the wayside. Short-term bottom is in. Long, no. You think the short-term bottom and the long is no. Again, you're saying, I don't know, honestly. I'm just showing you what the big time indicators suggest. Now we're going to go into log mode, logarithmic, all right? We're going to slap on pi cycle, and we're going to type on the bottom indicator here. Pi cycle bottom by Tondi, all right? And we're going to look at this. This is also called bottoms and never been wrong, all right? Never. So let's take a look at it here. Actually, I think it was slightly. No, it's like. So it did it. When these cross right here, called the bottom. Nailed it. All right. Secondary bottom again, but okay, right? It still was like. That was like the best prices you could have bought. So it's still to me called the bottom. Pi cycle, right? It's not long enough to go further back on the 4-day. I usually look at it on the weekly. I never looked at it on the daily. Yeah, so it didn't call those bottoms there. But here, if you look at it on the weekly, it called the bottom right here again for Bitcoin. And it was spot on. Like, right here, when the red line crossed the green line, it called the pi cycle bottom. And right here, the red line crossed the green line, and it called the bottom for Bitcoin. We talked about this right here like weeks before, and we were saying like we're highly likely approaching a bottom for Bitcoin, Now, anything is possible. I'm open-minded, but playing against the pi cycle to me has been vicious. I made a video about the pi cycle top. So let's get rid of the pi cycle bottom here. And you can hit another indicator and just type in pi cycle Bitcoin top indicator by Blazarian, right? Now, I put this out and I said, we're going to use this to call the top. And I said, it's never been wrong and we're going to do it, yada, 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 you know. Inputs, yeah, show the moving averages, yeah. And whenever they cross the other way, right? When the red line finally crossed the green again, and that was when we hit our top. When they got really close, actually. When they get far apart, you've bottomed. The farther apart they are, the more it's likely you've bottomed, right? Here, they got tight again. We topped. We had a false top here. People were trying to assume that was our false top last time. We got far apart. We bottomed, all right? Here, I said we were going to use this indicator to get out. We found a top. We had our secondary false top, really. That really wasn't a top. It was just like a kind of a suction up to bring people down. At the end of the day, that was the top. That was the real top. We've been in a bear market ever since. This was part of the bear market. This was just a fake run-up. And I said right around here we would get out using this indicator. I have the video. You can watch the video. Okay? Let me bring it up right now, too, just so I like to just show you this stuff because a lot of people don't have a track record that you can actually, like, use, you know, and I do. And so I want you to track me. I want you to follow things I've said in the past, and I want you to keep me honest and be all over it because it's super important. Most people don't, or they'll tell you to short for years, and then, you know. But right here, I said, do you have an exit plan? And this video right here, I'm teaching you how to use the pi cycle top indicator, and this is in April of 2021. So you can see how long I've been using these indicators and what I've been doing. I used them way before that, but check out this video. It's going to show you when I said to leave the market. You know, I said we're going to use this indicator to get out of Bitcoin. And anyway, so I'm doing the same thing right now. So then, if you didn't listen, the top was called and you got bagged. Yes, we got back up. I called this bottom here, though, with divergence. So kind of says, you know, and then we hope for more. But, you know, same thing, though, as it did call the top both times. So I'm just showing you the validity of these indicators, all right? So that's my case for the bottom. I've shown it a few times now. I'm probably going to show it again on Tuesday. I'm going to be all over it. This is what I stay on. This is what I'm talking about. But, yeah. All right. So that's it in a nutshell, everyone. Let's get back into Bitcoin regular and, you know, let's just get back into what we do. But I had to go over that. I mean, that's super, super important, right? So thank you so much for the super chats and the suggestions. There's no Fed bailout this cycle. House market looking sketchy, and inflation hasn't appeared to peak yet. Open-minded to macroeconomics being in a unique situation in Bitcoin's history. Okay, just bought my first Bitcoin. 7K in. Larry McGuire is in for 7K. Hey, man, I hope you did that on your own accord. You know, you do whatever makes you happy. You got too excited. I don't like any of them, to be clear, but you're funny. Money go brr. I mean, they just passed a $700 billion plan. That's money printing. How is that not going to print the money? They're going to print money. When they print money, it's good for Bitcoin. All we needed was for Bitcoin to break out and bounce off the 200. It did that. The low for the area for it to be is 22,990. Isn't that crazy? We had to break above and close above. With the weekly candle had to get above 23,000. Like, that's so crazy. I still can't believe that. So I talked about this. I kind of got it ready throughout the day on Twitter. We talked about it over and over again. We got the break we wanted so far. Now, if we end up lower than this and things start to change throughout the week, it's not going to be a good look. The weekly is getting high, and we didn't really go much higher than I'd like. So that's worrisome to me. We may be in for something like this. I'll show you. So I don't want everyone to be like, oh, we're guaranteed going up. This is the great, this could break down and bounce here off this level. We could be coming down here for a bounce. The weekly, I would have liked to gone way further up, like all the way at least back to here. But we still have a lot of room. That's another thing. I've seen the weekly just touch this line and have huge, massive moves. So we'll take it one day at a time on the other time frames. So you don't want to put too much weight on, you know, on like what could happen in the next couple of days on the weekly. You know, I just want you to understand that concept. All right. All right, so now I'm going to show you how I trade and like how I break down what I see happening for the day and for the week. So right now the daily's been oscillating. Look, bounce, 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 bounce. To me, it's likely that it's going to bounce again and continue to go to the upside. However, there's no guarantees. All right, there's no guarantees. Let's bring back some of my patterns. Let's talk about it. All right. Actually, I'll freestyle and then I can look at those on my own at another time. First thing I do is I set up support and resistance on the daily time frame. We know where our next big resistance is. It's right here. So that's up there, 28,000. All right. And what you could do actually is you can hit Alt J. That will actually give you like a level there to watch. All right. So it looks like I did it twice. So here. And if you want it all the way, you stretch it to where you're at. Alt J, hit it in there. So 28,695, right? All right, our next level to watch is right here. Okay, at 24,000. Like basically, Bitcoin has resistance at 24K. Clearly, it's wicked up above it, but these candles haven't been able to close above 24,000. So that's big resistance for Bitcoin. This could have been looked at like an M, but because we popped out so much green here, I decide that M is not happening and it's been negated. All right. So I'm open-minded for the bearishness. I'm always trying to see the bearishness. Always have a short open in your mind. Always have a short open on the ready. You know, I didn't always say that. Now I say that every day. Always have a short ready. Always be open-minded for the short position. Just be open-minded for it. Like, just have it ready because you never know. All right? Now, Bitcoin could be doing a bearish dump here and dump right out of this. All right? Could be saying this is a rising wedge that wants to break to the downside. I'm open-minded. See, you have to remain open-minded. It's hard at first, but once you're ready for the long game, you can do that. When you know you're going to be in 4 to 5 years, like the Bitcoin buys I buy right now are going to be in for 5, 6, 7 years, then I can play the long. I can then look at it open-mindedly. When I'm just trying to get a buck and I'm wondering for every little thing going on, then it's hard for me to see the wind through the trees. So when you become a big term investor, when you start making more money, when you can zoom out of the charts, you can start eating people alive that are retail investors because they're trying to make a buck. They're swimming, like they're emotional because their lack of money makes them more emotional. When you begin to make a nest egg, when you start to save your money, and it starts with saving money, you know, and I'm not a financial advisor, but I started all this with saving my paychecks, living way below my means. Once I joined a union, I started making good money. I didn't change where I lived. I stayed in the little cruddy little 1-bedroom apartment. Actually, I don't even want to call it cruddy. I loved it, you know, but I stayed in the 1-bedroom apartment that I had and I cherished it. And me and my wife loved every second of it. And we were appreciative of what we had, so we were able to get more, you know. And I think that's all God wants you to do is become more appreciative of whatever you have. So look, the 4-hour has momentum to the upside, as I've talked about, and we're getting tight in the channel. A big move is coming for Bitcoin, period. I can't believe we didn't get it tonight. And honestly, Bitcoin's not feeling as sketchy on this Sunday night into Monday morning as it usually has. Does everyone feel that? There's like a lightness to the Sunday night candle close. Normally I'm like, oh God, Bitcoin on the weekly candle, you know? So, you know, yeah, look, the 12-hour is pushing. Look what my man just said. 12-hour wants to pump. Look at that. I like what I'm seeing on the 12-hour. 12-hour is about to do damage. Look at that. Bitcoin on the 12-hour, about to do serious damage. You tell me. I like this. Who's this guy who just brought up the 12-hour? Who's this guy? Let me see who his name is. Vincent Mark, man. Vincent, I should have known it was you, man. I love you, Vincent. My man, always here on the channel, always dropping knowledge, always helping us out. Shout out to Dave Kendall. Shout out to Cal the Ronster. Shout out to Bartholomew Smurfington. Mr. Smurfington, I love you. Shout out to Porter Rock. Shout out to David Kendall. CC in Ireland, my man. Shout out to Stanford Mind Co. CC. Shout out to all my moderators. East Jordan in the house and everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. This candle close is going absolutely beautiful. Shout out to Crypto Cash. Yes, the bottom is in, baby. I believe we will double bottom. There's a chance we may double bottom. The chance we go lower again. Clicks media meditation. The bottom is in. Dems just turned the printer back on with 2 huge bills. Yeah, I know. That 700 bill, dude. Money printed go brrrr. Shout out to Crypto Muser in the house. Everyone, give my man a follow at Crypto Muser. Oh, that's 700 bill, dude. Money printed go brrrr. Funny hearing myself. But check out Crypto Muser here on YouTube. 566 subs. On his way to 1,000 subs. Check out my man. He's banging on him. He did a lot of traveling. But he's making beautiful videos about XRP, SEC, and just crypto in general. He's been in crypto with me for years. We've been friends since I was 12 years old, 13 years old. We met back in the day. I'm now 39. We've been friends for 17 years. We've done multiple shows together. He will be back on the channel again multiple times. He's just traveling, getting himself settled. We'll probably do a live show together somewhere on the vineyard where we're at right now. So stay tuned for that. I have the mixing board for it. I got the mics for it. I might need to pick up 1 XLR. That's all we need. I think we can find that, though, somewhere. So, there's a guitar or music store anywhere. Music, we need 1 XLR cord. Maybe 2. And we can run an awesome show with that. All right? So, Bitcoin, looking bullish on the 12-hour. As my man said, Vincent Mark. Falling volume with falling price suggests we will get a reversal. Why do I have chubby fingers lately? I just keep... My thumb just keeps, here we go. Look at that. That's bullish. So when you simplify things and you don't have 1,000 indicators on there and you're just like, well, even though it looks like I do, but to me it's quite simple. Look, I study this for a living. MACD turning bullish, right? RSI in a bullish pattern. Close to oversold or at least below 50. It's at 53. I'd like it a little lower than that, but it did bounce off the lower moves. Stochastics pushing to the upside. MACD turning. Falling volume with falling price suggests we will get a reversal to the upside. This is a sharp uptrend. That uptrend is not as sharp. It's like Class C hidden bullish. There's some slight hidden bullish going on right there. So that's a bullish move for Bitcoin in my humble opinion. Switch to the 4-hour. 4-hour has momentum as well, right? Not over yet. Switch to the 1-hour. 1 hour is coming back down, but not doing anything. Like, stochastics are putting down, I tell you what, I'm not psychic, but I can smell a rat. And when it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck, it's a freaking duck. I mean, Bitcoin wants to do damage. It actually even broke out, and it broke out. When we really break it down, it broke out. It's retesting right now. Hands down, it's retesting. It did a shoulder, head, and a shoulder fine. That's not looking good for the 15. That could dump on you right away. Look at that. It's a head and shoulder pattern for sure. Measured move is a dump. You know what could save that, though? If that 7-minute is pushing to the upside, which I believe it may be. Yes, look at the 7-minute low. When the 7-minute gets low like that, it usually confirms you won't get the drop that you're trying to get on the bigger time frame. I know you think I'm crazy, but look at this. And then we look at it like this, you can see we're in a bit of a pennant. And that 7-minute may get busy right now and break us out to the upside. 50-50 shot, really. It's a symmetrical triangle. Now you can almost say it's like a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder there. Interesting enough. I'm bullish on Bitcoin tonight. I'm making a call. I believe we're going to wake up tomorrow in the green. You do whatever makes you happy. But I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I'm still long on a bunch of different coins. Sam is the realest in the crypto space. Thanks for all you do and the knowledge you share. Shout out to Joker. So many people say I'm the realest in the space. I really appreciate you people saying that. I strive for that. I go for that. And honestly, to get someone to super chat $10 to voice that opinion about me is a blessing. Thank you so much for you and yours. God bless you and your life. Shout out to Caldo Monster. Bullish. Back when Phantom used to boom, we used to talk about Phantom, and Phantom had the most bullish chain in the game, and we used to go bullish. And it's just a funny old joke here in the game. Flow keep pushing. Flow kept pushing. So it really did. Look, we made that flag on that 15-second chart. Look at the 5-second chart. It actually did end up pushing up. We go sideways, and look, it just kept moving. Look, you could have kept playing these flags. Look, on the 5-second chart. And then getting your measured move to the upside. Let's hit another one. I've never traded the 5-second. I'm just first kind of exploring it recently. Insane, right? Flow kept pushing up during the live. Insane. Look at that. 1 minute wants to continue for Flow. So We're seeing a lot of awesome movement in the price action. Let's take a look at ES1, which is the futures for the S&P. This is important. We want to see some movement here. All right. We want to see some movement. Let's get on to the 4-hour time frame. Now look, the 4 hour is extremely oversold. That's very bullish for Bitcoin. It suggests that Bitcoin will pump to the upside. That's what I'm telling you right now. Like, people aren't paying attention to the writing on the wall. I've been going over this every single day, constantly. Every day, over and over again, without fail. We don't take a day off. We do this every single day. You think it would make it crazy, but I love what I do. And I'm caught in the pocket. And I'm just going to continue to stay in the pocket I'm in until I'm not. We'll figure it out. You know, I don't know where I'm going to go. Everyone's like, what are you going to do after? I don't know what I'm going to do after this. I'm just going to keep doing this. We're going to figure it out after this. You know what I'm saying? Let me get to my first billion first, and then we can do something. You know, let's get to 1 million subscribers. First, let's get to 100,000 subs. That's my goal. That's just my main goal. I have that number in my head. I'm just waking up every day, grateful for what I have till we hit 100,000 subs. Like, just on our way, grinding. So look, the S&P futures on the 4 hour looks beautiful. Yes, on the 1 hour it doesn't look so good. Needs to come back down. It's kind of sad, you know, some sideways behavior. 50-minute also. So it's trying to crash us right now temporarily. At the same time, let me take a look at what happened here. We could almost throw this in a channel. It's like the 7-minute trying to save the day. It is. Look at the 7-minute low like Bitcoin. So can we go sideways more? Can we break back in the channel? Can we stay above the zone despite what the 1 hour doesn't? Can the 4 hour pump? I'm bullish in the 4 hour. The bigger time frame says we go. So even if we dump here on the 1 hour, which is like suggesting that we do, all we have to do is dump and stay, you know, even if we wick, we just stay in the zone, come back up, and the 4 hour can clean it up. That's a bullish sign that the S&P can pump. And if the S&P can pump, it's going to pump Bitcoin. Let's take a look at total 3, the entire market cap of all the cryptocurrencies. All right. And look, we had it in this flag for you the other day. Where do we get a measured move? We got it down here. We swung it right up. We nailed that again. Can you believe that? That was a call here on the channel. Bang, bang, bang. Now we have a bigger measured move that's continuing to go to the upside. Look, and there's momentum on the 4 hour for total 3. And if it breaks out of a rising wedge, it breaks out parabolic. Also, we talked about the trend line here. Bitcoin didn't make a higher high, but total 3 did, and total did. And we talked about this. When Bitcoin barely made a higher high, these did. Then you made a higher low. Now you're in a channel. I like what I'm seeing here. Hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Let's delete my work here. Actually, no, we'll do the old group. Why not? You can always group it. Always put it in a group. If you grab an indicator accidentally, that's what will happen when you're making a group. So don't freak out. You'll be fine. All right, so look, we go. First thing I want to do is look at like the 3-day chart for the total market cap. Total market cap of all of the altcoins, not total of all the crypto. All right, this is important. We want to see how strong the altcoins are looking compared to Bitcoin. All right, now look. Sorry, it's a big deal what happened here. SR flipping. Let's double click this and just look at price action. You had a resistance bounce here. You're coming back for the move back into the zone. Bounce, bounce. That's a liquidity zone. That's an area you need to watch closely. You may get rejected there. You got to get back above it. Previous resistance becomes new support. Can we get back above the range? So this is really important. You know, we break above this. We zoom all the way back to $655 billion, right? Was there divergence on the 3-day? It's important to say there was. Let's take a look here on the RSI. There really was. I mean, that's a huge deal. When you see divergence on a big time frame, that could represent the bottom. All right. See that? When's the last time you had divergence on the 3-day for the altcoins? And it was right here. A massive rally began. You see this? I'm showing you things that most people just bypass and don't talk about. Nobody talks about this stuff. Also, people won't even call this divergence. You don't realize, yes, they're like, no, but they both point to the downside. I'm like, okay, they both point down. I get it. This one isn't. This one actually pointed up. Like, this one was way stronger. And so we bounced on a weaker divergence before. This is an even stronger divergence. And we're even lower on the RSI, which tells me we have an even bigger spring back up if we sprung from there. So look, that's swinging down. You double click on the 3-day. That is way sharper of a swing down. That'll pierce it almost perpendicularly. Not, you know, it's not this, but it's like this. I mean, it will pierce it That's a big deal. So you're likely to get a bounce here, and that's what you're getting. So right now, if you go back in time, we're like right here. We're like right here somewhere. Well, fine. They won't let me do that, but we're like right here. Like that. You see? We're like right there, and we're trying to get above the next resistance zone. All we need to do is flare right through this, and we are gone, baby, gone. And look, the 3-day got high here. Where was the 3-day high? Right here. And look, how do you figure this stuff out? Look, you see right when we cross the dotted line, you put a V line. And you can see we crossed the dotted line right around there. Then we got a little higher right around here. Now, this 3-day had more of a movement, and we didn't get a push-up. We got to get above this resistance right here. And these zones. Like, I'd love to see us get above there and play around with it, you know. We're high on the MACD too, and we're overbought on the 3-day chart. On the, you know, at the same time, I'm just showing you that divergence was a big move. All right, this is the total market cap of all of the altcoins. All right. Now we zoom in smaller. 22 hours getting a little spent. 12 hours getting a little even though Bitcoin wants to move too. So maybe we kind of slow down on alts for a little while Bitcoin takes a little bit of the control here. We are at resistance for the altcoins. We're in a rising wedge. So watch your alts. Look at this. Okay. There's so much, and that has a 68% chance to break to the downside, which would take you back to this liquidity zone. So you're watching a bounce from here, right? Or there. Also, what we have to talk about is there bearish divergence? Swing up to swing up. I mean, technically it's slight. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's some bearish divvy because that's a sharp swing up. This does not do the same, you know. Even the last one is definitely bearish divergence because it swings to the downside. So you're getting some bearish divergence on the altcoins right now, and you're at a resistance that you can't get above. So just something to think about for some of the altcoins. You may want to start taking some profit if you're in an altcoin swing bag. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever what makes you happy. Let's take a look at the total market cap now. Same thing going on for the total market cap. Look at total. Right? You see it in this rising wedge that could break to the downside. However, 4 hours still pushing up with momentum. You see that? Total has a lot more movement going on. And honestly, to me, Total's in his shoulder, head, and his shoulder right now. And it's inside of this same triangle Bitcoin's in. About to break to the upside, getting tight with momentum on the 4 hour, continuing. I see Total breaking out. And when it breaks out of a rising wedge. Rising wedges are parabolic moves. Parabolic moves are huge, okay? This would make sense with everything that I'm talking about with getting us back to this next liquidity zone. I keep saying if you break above this POC, you're going to go right to here. I've talked about it day in and day out. Let's stay with my focus. Let's stay with my plan. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so you can see I'm still bullish, and I don't want to be bullish. I'm bullish because the charts convey the idea that there's bullishness in the air, and that is what it is, okay? This is the total market cap of all cryptocurrency. If we don't make a higher high, though, and we fumble around, this will make an M, triple bottom, whatever you want to say, triple top, I mean. And again, so like I'm not bullish unless we get above resistance. It's simple as that. Like we don't get above this, then we're headed back down to here, right? 977 billion, and we break $1 trillion. This triangle right here breaks out. We stay above $1 trillion. It doesn't. We break back down below $1 trillion. That's a psychological idea for the whole market. Staying above $1 trillion is a big deal. Nobody's talking about that either. Nobody's talking about how we've gone above $1 trillion and held it for such a nice long time. No one talks about how when you get above the 200, you start a bull market. We're well above it, and we're starting to make an upward movement with it. This is the first time we've really done this. The last few times we broke above the 200, right here we couldn't even handle it. Wasn't even going to happen. Here we couldn't even handle it for total. So the total market cap, honestly, only did it here. And when it did it, it got above it, but played games, got above it here, did a nice move here, but when it challenged it, it just wasn't the case. Also, if you look at the trend here, the trend was completely different. We had a low, we had a high, we had a lower high, we had a higher low, a lower high, a higher low, a higher high, and then a lower high. Like we didn't have this build up here like we're having now. Here again, high, low, same high, it was a double top. Had you just used trend analysis here, all of these told you not to get into a long because every time you didn't make a higher high, so why would you make a higher low? Even though you made one here, but then there was your exit. This has been completely different. You had a low, you had a high, you had a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. You have now had 3 consecutive higher lows in a row. That hasn't happened in a long time. There's a lot of indications that we have bottomed. Again, based on just general trend analysis. So I don't know what to tell everybody. I'm not trying to be a soothsayer. I'm not trying to tell people I told you so. I bought a ton of Bitcoin live here, down here. You saw me do it. I'll show my buys live. I still have them open. It is what it is. This is what I'm looking at for the market. I am bullish on the 4-hour time frame. The 1 hour needs to kind of come. Actually, I'm bullish. I'm bullish. I'm bullish tonight. The 1 hour and the 4 hour are both oversold on total market cap. The S&P also looks like it can pump on the 4 hour. Wait for the 15-minute to reset, and like, you might wake up to some gains tonight. Like, this is crazy. So I'm seeing some movement here in what I'm seeing here. So this is substantial. All right. Z token banging on them to the upside. Look at that. Near doing it. And look at Dematria just went, you know. Look, it's still holding up 22%, but it went up even more. Dematria. And we played this again for like 80. Look, 50%, 48% it was up. Looks one of my favorite things to trade. Look at it, it's in a shoulder, head and shoulder on the 15-minute. You start seeing this stuff immediately. You're like, ah. Look, watch this. My mind just starts making the pattern immediately. You can just start seeing it. Like, looks rare. I mean, this wants to break out on the 1 hour time frame. Look for a retest of support and resistance. This is bullish to me. Length of the pole. Then what I do is I check the daily. The daily has momentum. It's curving, but it has momentum. I check the 4 hour. The 4 hour has momentum too. No reason to look. This is a bit of a double bottom here. I'm saying now I start seeing stuff in the charts like bottom, higher low, double bottom. Highly likely this breaks out based on how many times I've seen this on multiple stocks and assets throughout my life. Again, do I own any looks? Do I care? No, I do not. Doesn't matter to me at all. I can't own every single coin I talk about. That'd be impossible. Right? We go over hundreds of coins a day. Looks going up 62%. Look, there's a POC. Once you get above a POC, you're likely to boom. This looks very, very bullish to me. I'm being honest. Like, looks. So, again, you do whatever makes you happy. You got to find your own technical analysis system. I have a system that I teach. If you would like to learn mine, I can show you what I do, how I make these constant gains every single day, why I show up every single day on the channel, why I never have a lack of coins to show you, why I never have a lack of gains to show you, because the system produces gains. Whether the market goes up or down, the market dumped, we produce so many gains on the short side. The market pump, we produce so many gains on the upside. We do research, fundamental analysis. Like, I like a DCA right now into Flux and Cadena. Those are two coins I believe are going to be easy gains. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But dude, you know, dude and dudettes, lifers and lifettes, everyone out there, it is what it is, baby. It is what it is, right? I lose my mind looking at all these coins. Well, that's why you got me. I don't do that. Super chats, favorite football team plus Jupe and ETH. My favorite football team is the Patriots, man. I grew up in Boston, bro. Jupe, ETH. Shout out to Jupe, Ethereum on KuCoin. Let's take a look at that. All right, so we went over this one day, right? It had to hold the zone, and it did not. It went sideways, pushing down on the 4 hour time frame. Could flip. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is extremely oversold. Let's take a look at the daily. Daily is extremely oversold. So I'm going to delete my older work. So far, I did go a little lower than we thought. Let's pull up a Fibonacci on this and see our levels. So we're going to go from a low to a high. Hit Alt F. Alt F is going to be your quick shortcut to fib. And look, we're touching the 618 right now. Moving averages are starting to get close. If you start getting close to the 200-day, that's also a good sign. But I mean, tight moving averages. I teach my students this. We go over it all the time. Tight moving averages. The tightness. See this? Boom, boom, boom. Possibly 200% gains for Jupe ETH. I mean, that's how you double up your ETH real quick, right? That's likely to occur based on the daily. We've been doing this a lot. Trading stochastics, movement on the daily. You're in a falling wedge, MACD turning, falling volume with falling price. I like Jupe ETH all day on the daily time frame. Looks likely to make 200% gains. Again, nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. You figure out this yourself. Don't do anything a YouTuber tells you to do, and you can't even do anything like I just said that because you can't do anything I say. So do whatever makes you happy, okay? Do whatever makes you happy. I love each and every one of you. Love is the strongest frequency. All I want to do is share my knowledge with you. This is my knowledge. This is what I'm seeing in the chats. If you like what you're seeing in the charts, then you can also get the education, get excited. I'm passionate about this. Pulling money out of the charts every single day of your life, 7 days a week, not having a boss, traveling wherever you want, being able to get this down. It took 5 to 6 years, but then you can do it for the rest of your life. So do it on the side while you have a job. Do it when you take some time off. Take a month off and do it. Just keep adding to your bank until you get the handle of this, and then you'll be on your way. Please take a look at DXY in the 99 Club. We'll take a look at DXY. Didn't look good in the daily the last time. I remember that. So look, it dropped, which was nice. Oh, no, it didn't. All right, let's take a look. All right, so look, we talked about the daily pumping, and it is, but it was at resistance on the 4 hour. And then we said, can it not get above resistance? And look, it didn't. And now, look, it's making a giant M. Just like Bitcoin's making a double. I mean, that's going to dump tomorrow. That means all our altcoins are going to bang. Like, dude. Bitcoin 3L, look at that. The dollar index is going to tank on the 4 hour. And I show the S&P is going to pump. Even though Bitcoin's high on the 4 hour, we're looking for a big move. I'm calling a huge move for Bitcoin based on this M here on the S&P. I mean, on the dollar. I couldn't get above resistance. And the 4 hour is cooked. This thing's going to dump. In my humble opinion, there's a 78%, there's an 80% chance this dumps on you based on my indicators and my system. So again, that's another good sign for Bitcoin. The dollar could not get above 106.63 here, area resistance. All right. 1 hour is pushing down too. I mean, this is awesome. This is good news. So let's wait this 4 hour out. That will take a day or two, at least till tomorrow night. And then we'll reassess the situation. But right now we have a dropping dollar. It's a really good sign. It's a really, really good sign. All right. Bitcoin dominance wants to push up, right? It's got some divergence going on here. I wouldn't be surprised if it took a little market share away from the altcoins when Bitcoin pumps later on today. Because it looks like Bitcoin's going to pump into the night. Anything is possible, but that was a strong weekly close above the 200. That's waking people up. A lot of people are like, dang, I think I missed the bottom. A lot of people are going to FOMO. And once we get to 27, 28, imagine the people that were waiting. This is what happens to Bitcoin. It starts to go up a little bit. Ooh. It starts to go up a little bit, then it goes up a little more. And then what happens is the people are like, all right, I'll get 21 when it goes to 21, 20. And then people are like, now I'll get 17. And then it goes to 26, 27. And every day they get a little more scared. And then eventually they're like, then it gets to 28. And they start FOMOing in. They are the same people that start buying because they didn't think about it logically. They weren't open-minded enough to believe that the bottom was in. So then they freak out that the bottom was in. And they freak out. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful. You know what I'm saying? Don't do anything irrational, but that's why the DCA guy, the guy that looks at the bigger time frames, understanding the weekly, understanding the 2 week, understanding all these big time chart frame, these time charts is a big deal. Shout out to the $126 in chat revenue, the 493 likes. Can we get the likes at least up to 500? I would be greatly appreciated. Want to get back to that 800 viewership. I know we can do it. Come on, baby. Come on. Flux moving too. I'm up 7% on my Flux buy, and I was just DCAing into Flux. But I like Flux, baby. I love Flux. BNS finally up a little bit. Up 5% on BNS. And there's my Bitcoin buy down at 24,000. See, look, I bought, and this isn't all my Bitcoin buys, but these are just some of them. Right here, I bought, 2,400 USD here. When Bitcoin was at 1922, I bought 1,300. It was 19, just buying it up. Then I bought $3,000 worth. Where did I buy the $3,000? And it's only down right here. I bought 3,000 worth here at 23,205. I felt this 23K was a substantial area, and I bought way more, but I'm just showing you some of my recent. There's like 7K, 10K right there. That's like a half a Bitcoin right there. I accumulated a Bitcoin, one whole Bitcoin in the last couple weeks. So I took advantage, and I accumulated more than that. I'm not going to brag, but I accumulated my share of Bitcoin in the last 4 or 5 months. I mean, you take advantage of these areas. Oh yeah, I didn't finish my last bottom indicator, my own indicator. So look, you go to Bitcoin, all right, all-time history index, you go to the 2 week chart. I'm telling you right now, and I've done this many, many times, you do whatever makes you happy. Every time the 2 week chart is super low here, and look, we just got a bullish cross on the 2 week. Every time that happened, that was the beginning of a bull run. We could have the biggest bull run in history right now, So I buy whenever Bitcoin's low on the 2 week chart. That was your time. And you don't know where, so you just DCA. You got 500, and then when it gets real low, you start putting $2,000, $3,000 in. 500, 500, 2, 3 grand in. I put, you know, I even put like 7 grand down here. You know, that one's down, you know, it's down 1 at 30K. Yeah, so that one's down about 30%. The 7 grand's 5 grand, 4,800. Oh, well, no worries. You know, even if it went to 10K, I wouldn't care. So, like, not all my buys are perfect, you know. But look, we were low in the 2 week, and the fear and greed index told me that we were super low. So I used that with the fear and greed index, and that has really been taking care of me. We're going to jump into BOOKMAP in a second, too. But the crypto fear and greed index right here. And whenever this was like in the shaded area, it was at a 6, 7, 8, and 9. I mean, come on now. I cannot. Every time it gets into those shaded areas, it's the great. Once it gets up here, I get sad because like I'm always like, dang, I really should have bought more down here. I hated feeling. I don't like feeling that feeling of not buying enough Bitcoin when it gets up here. So I buy more now when we get down in here. I've been through it longer than most of you. So this will be my 3rd bear market of my life. 2008, the Bitcoin bear market in this one. So like I've seen this ups and downs before. I'm be 40 years old in less than a year. I'm starting to become an old man. I've seen these. I've been trading for 15 years since I was 25. I put in so much time into the markets, and now I get to give them all back to you. And that's what the blessings of this life is. You learn something, you put your all into it, and then you get to give it back to other people. And if they put their all into it, they know that you're the man at it. Like they can be like if you go to a guy that's in martial arts for 20 years, for even 15 years, like I've done TA, and then you come to him and you put in like a year, you already know he knows his stuff. You're like, this guy knows his stuff. Like I want to learn with this dude. Second you get serious about TA, you're going to know that I'm the man to be around. You're going to feel it. You're going to love it. You're going to know it. Anyone that questions me is just questioning themselves. That's simply it. And so that's why I don't even listen to them anymore. There's really no reason to do it. Look, so the MACD is about to turn in the 2 week. The RSI is turning, right? The RSI actually never got this low in the 2 week. This is the lowest it ever got. Look at this. Look at this. It only got that low one other time in 2015. How is this not a bottom? I would be amazed if this isn't a bottom. I'll be honest. I'm not going to call a bottom, but I would be absolutely amazed if this isn't a bottom. I'll tell you that right now. Now, we never hit the yellow line, but we usually don't. We wicked on it closely, but we never touched it. Here we still see liquidity, people. There's a lot of buy and sells. People still think they're going to get down here. There's a lot of people with some hopeful orders. It doesn't mean they're going to get filled. I'm open-minded, and honestly, we go to 10K, I will gobble it up. We go to 8K, we go to 7K, I will buy 7 Bitcoin live on the live stream. I have 60K waiting to buy Bitcoin down there, so it's waiting, allocated for that simple purpose. So, of course, we could come up, fake out, dump. This could curve, dump. You have to be ready. Anything is possible. What I will say is it's likely these are going to be the greatest prices to buy Bitcoin, if we dump or not, for the next 5 to 10 years. So, you do whatever makes you happy, but I'm on a 5 to 10 year plan, and this is the bottom. If we look at the 5 to 10 year plan, we're at the bottom. This is the bottom. You're buying the bottom right now. So, if you zoom out, you're buying the bottom right now. You're in the bottom with us right now. So, focus on this idea. Keep yourself, understand these concepts. 521 likes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, what do you guys say? Is the bottom in, everybody? What do you think? Is the bottom in? Honestly, if I was a crypto trader, this would have been one of the greatest streams I ever watched in my life. I broke down so many amazing indicators for Bitcoin to the point of no return off the top of my head. Come on now. I'm showing you why I believe we're bullish on Bitcoin for the night. Just got to get through this little 15-minute dippage. I like what we're seeing. Clip it. Before a single trade, best choice to take the beginner's course. It's needed to follow the lifer in the 99. If you want to follow me, if you want to move at the speed of light, if you want to change your life as fast as humanly possible, I'm telling you right now, join the 99 beginner's course. It'll be 2 o'clock on Tuesday, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Jump on in. It's usually 3 p.m. every single week, but this week it's just 2 o'clock just because of some scheduling. That will change your life, and we'd love to see you in there. You'd love to see yourself in there. Jump on in. Okay? Don't be shy. Invest in yourself. Think about all the times you spent $99. I spent $99 on whiskey that I threw up all over myself many times. So, and I don't condone that. I'm just saying I have. And that didn't really, I guess I have the memories and I have the what not to do's. But at the same time, had I done it with the cryptolifer and got myself some education, it probably would have been a better look. So, just something to think about. FKX is getting tight in the channel. I put so many trades out in the last few days. Just keep watching them. I mean, this thing looks ready to go, though. That thing looks ready to rock. Bang, bang, bang. So market is looking crispy, to say the least, right? And you know, it is what it is. Flux. I really like Flux for a long-term hold. I'm gonna start buying into Flux, babe. Flux is my new thing. I just want you to know that's our next Phantom, babe. I found it. I don't think she's there, but I thought she was. Flux is my next big winner, man. I'm gonna be going Flux, Kadena. I believe we're gonna make some bacon on the beach, man. But again, now I say I believe in feel when I'm doing, like, when I'm looking at a coin, because it's not technical analysis. So I want to make that clear. Okay, yeah, that's Fort Knoxter. That's got a little small liquidity ready to bang on you, though. Boba. So look at Boba. I mean, right off the bat, can't you see what I see or no? Do you see that? Do you see that? Sammy, cup in handy on Boba? So look. Whole market's looking so bullish right now. It's craziness. Look at this. Boba wants to bang. Like, I don't see a coin that doesn't want to move. It's sitting on a POC. It breaks that POC. That thing's gone too. That's got a beautiful measured move. Last time we played Boba, we hit it nicely. I remember it. I believe we could do it again. Boba. Stop losses below the previous low. Look at Boba. Ready to rock. I mean, that's a sexy bull pennant. Ready to move to the upside. Boba. What is Boba? Who cares? I don't even care. I just want to get paid. You know? No, you might laugh. You might have spit your coffee out right now. Boba's ready to bang on you. All right? I am getting tired. I was in the sun all day. All right? I was in the sun all day. Straight up. Yeah, I'll post some pictures to the group real quick, so I can just show you guys what happened today. Place was beautiful. This is where I was today. I was in one of the most beautiful places in the world. No lie, like it has to be, in my mind, considerably. Discord does kind of, you know, lower the image there, but look at this, the cliffs of Aquina in Massachusetts on the island of Martha's Vineyard. It was just like, oh my gosh. And I looked out over the water. I was swimming all day. It was not all day, but like from 1 to 4, 3 hours. I worked from like 7 a.m. to about, I don't know, 12:45, 1 a.m. One in the afternoon, played with the kids, did my thing. And so look, Boba's also in this tighter channel inside of the tighter channel. It's all about seeing two tighter channels at the same time, right? So even if Boba doesn't do damage, it might just even play this channel to the upside. You see? Boba's looking bullish to me. That's a very bullish pattern. I'd be excited to look at Boba. Again, whatever makes you happy. And usually I put out like 100 points right now. I'm on the live and I'm pumping out things that I'm looking at. So UFO is bullish, hands down. Like, I've been talking about it over and over again. It's up, not too big, but about 10% from this what we looked at. But let's delete this. Let's look at it again close. It's tight. Look at the last time we got tight in the same type of channel. You can see that's kind of like a it's kind of doing a fractal of itself there, right? To me, it's getting ready to break out too. I mean, you're seeing that there's like, and again, I've seen Bitcoin dump and then just take every beautiful channel. Like, I've seen 100 coins all looking great. Market's about to rip. Bitcoin does something crazy. We have volatility. It is Sunday night into Monday. Normally, I don't like to trade on these nights. I'm feeling bullishness tonight. I normally don't. Like, I shouldn't say feeling, but the charts are conveying that there's a lot more bullishness than normal. And we've gone over it. We looked at the S&P. We looked at the dollar. Like, we've checked it all. Like, the market will tell you, if you go over enough indicators, the market will tell you where it wants to go. Look at that, 44% gains out of UFO gaming, and people know this coin. And what's going to happen is if Bitcoin starts to go up higher, the people that thought Bitcoin bottomed are going to think the other coins bottom, and they're going to start buying into these coins because they're going to freak out. They're going to think, oh my God, I didn't get enough UFO gaming. I didn't get enough this. I didn't get enough that. You're going to see FOMO take its toll hard. They got people really confused this time. So if they do rip the market back up, you are going to see people jump back in out of control. My trading group is going to rip to, I say, 2,000 people in a couple months. Like, I believe it's going to get out of control because all the people that have been watching us, they want in. They want in, but they don't have the guts yet. Once they get forced in because they're weak, because they were too weak to get in. And then if you're too weak to get in, you become too weak to not get in when the FOMO hits you too. So that's why you need to be strong and you need to be on the bottom and develop the sense of intuition now. All right, I want to change your subconscious brain and get you to the next station. You know, this is hilarious. This is funny. Ethereum 2.0 finally ships. It's hilarious. You gotta love that. That's great. I love that. That's funny. Anyway, so need I digress, right? We're gonna start fresh. I'm bullish on the night. We've gone over Bitcoin. I show you what I see happening for BTC. I'll check it out one last time before I jump out here, and we're gonna end it for the night. Let me take a look at the chat, see what's going on in the chats. It's 10:15. We ripped through a crazy, beautiful Saturday night. Can you look at Chib? Can you take a look at ApeCoin? Can you peep JSMY? Send in a super chat, please. I'm getting Gala FOMO. Should have sold my kidney, but I'm cool with a flag or a retest. I sold my kidney for Gala, man. You didn't? Oh, come on. Easily worth the $7,000. No, I'm just messing around. Never sell your kidneys, man. I just have the best memories of trading cake. So do I, man. And it's up again. Amazing show tonight. It really was a good show. Super chat's all clear. Shout out to East Jordan. Man, my team works hard, keeping it real, making sure I never miss a thing. Unbelievable show. Unbelievable show. Amazing. So look, I mean, Bitcoin breaking up to the upside. We talked about the flag on the smaller time frame. I'm bullish on that flag. I'm bullish in the 4-hour. S&P wants to pump us up to the upside. Look us to get to the top of this channel. That's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin by tomorrow morning into the day. And once we get to there, we'll reassess. We'll probably get rejected, come back down, and we'll look for it. But we get above this POC, Bitcoin's going to pump. I like what I'm seeing here. Measured move for Bitcoin breaks us all the way to 28,695. I've been bullish, you know, showing this stuff. 12-hour also wants to rip to the upside huge, which was pointed out during the live. So I'm bullish on the 12-hour. I'm bullish on Bitcoin until I don't have to be. Again, I'm also showing you what has to happen. If Bitcoin doesn't go and make a higher high above 23,005, I'm not bullish. So like, I'm excited and I see probabilities that could get us places. But if you don't break above the resistance, then it doesn't matter. So let's see Bitcoin perform. Let's see it get above the resistance, and then it has to get above. This is my last leg of lamb here. I call it my leg of lamb, my leg in the sand, line in the sand. But we got to get above 24,700 to remain bullish. If we don't get above there too, this whole rally is nil. So I am bullish. The bigger time frame look good on 12-hour. I like these little flags, and I'm showing you what I believe will happen based on the technical analysis. But we must break above zones. So and that's how you know I'm open-minded, because as bullish as I am, we must make higher highs above these previous resistance zones. So that's what you need to look out for. That's all you need to know. And that will really guide you throughout the next few days. Also, look at this. This is a shoulder, head, shoulder. That's a complex inverted head and shoulder beginning to form. I talked about that yesterday. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Love you, Sam. You're the man. Just got back from a trip to Spartanburg, finishing my finals. Glad to see you this lovely Sunday. Peace and love to you and yours. Smash the like button for Sammy. Shout out to Kevin Baker. We love you, Kevin. Thank you so much, Sam. It's beautiful inverted head and shoulder on the 3-hour. I love that. You're the man, dude. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, lifer. Peace out, everyone. Dude, I went full YOLO into cake. I had no idea about entries and just fired into it. You made a boatload then. Great slow tonight. Love the passion and the energy. Salute, man. Everyone, stay safe tonight, PC. I love that you pick up on the passion and the energy, even when I'm just kind of doing my thing, because that's what it's all about. Everyone, live in love. Love yourself. Do what you have to do to make you happy. Keep people away from you that don't love you. If someone says that you're not good enough or you can't do it, get away from them. You don't need those people in your life at all. Show up every day, drink lemon water, stay fresh, work out. I worked out today and I put on my flippers and I flipped all through the water. I was swimming with my kids. Me and my daughter spent so much time together in the ocean. It was a blessed day. Today, if every day could be like today, it would be one of the greatest days of my life. And I think every day is the greatest day of my life. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Every day should be the greatest day of your life too. Stay positive. You can, you will, you are the best. Don't let anyone tell you different. Have a great night. Be safe. Love you all. Thank you. Words can't express my true gratitude for each and every one of you showing up and hitting that like button. Have a good night.